Hello traders, this is Dr. Barry Burns with Top Dog Trading. Today we're going to talk about one of the most simple aspects of technical analysis, and that is the moving average. Now, a lot of you may be familiar with moving averages. Perhaps if you're new to technical analysis, you're not. But I have found that even those who are very familiar with moving averages make one critical mistake. We're going to talk about that today. So basically, moving average is just exactly what it sounds like. It's taking an average of a certain number of price bars and then finding the average among those. So for example, I've put a 20 simple moving average. We'll just talk about simple moving averages today. And it draws this line, this red line, and that is an average of the last 20 bars. This happens to be an S&P daily chart. And so it's an average of the last 20 days right there. And it does a couple of things. Number one, it can be used as a trending indicator. You can see the trend is up. It smooths the price data. It is a lagging indicator, but lagging indicators, even though they are quite often shunned by new traders, thinking, oh, I don't want a lagging indicator, I want a leading indicator. Yes, we do like leading indicators as well, but there is a very important place in our trading quiver for lagging indicators, and we'll go into that in another lesson, but they are actually very, very helpful. So the first thing they do is they kind of give us a general directional signal, in this case up, here down, up. Just again, easy, you just look at it, spot it, okay, that's the angle of the trend. Number two is they do provide dynamic support resistance. Dynamic meaning because, of course, the line continues to move all over the chart. And the price does tend to come back to these moving averages, and that's because it's a reversion to the mean dynamic. So here it comes back for support, here's support, here's support, support here. You can see provides support to the market very well, provides some good buying opportunities in an uptrend. On the downside, some good resistance, good support there. So on both sides of the market, sometimes though it does go above, below, and that has meaning as well, which we'll go into in another lesson also. Okay, so that is the 20 moving average. Now, another popular one is the 50 moving average, so let's look at that. Alrighty, there you go. So that is the 50 moving average. And as you can see, it smooths it out a bit. Price is not going to come back to it as often just because it's a longer period, but again, it provides an intermediate term trend, and the market does indeed find support at this level quite often, as well as resistance right there. Okay, those are two very common moving averages. Let's talk about one that's a little less common. We've got the 200, of course, but this is where a lot of traders make mistakes. They go and say, hey, I want to find the magic moving average. What's the magical one? What's the one that is really going to be better than all the other numbers? And so they keep trying all different numbers to find the best one. So I don't know, let's put in a number, how about 77, just for giggles. I've never heard anybody who uses a 77 moving average, although I'm sure there's somebody out there. And let's see, again, looks about the same as others. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Right there, great support. Right there, very good. Right in here, good. Look at the market moves right along there. Ooh, comes right down to it there, up to it there. So you could say, wow, and if it extended to the left here, it would have provided resistance there. Here's the deal. No matter what number you plug in as a moving average, it's going to look pretty much like this. It's going to follow the market to one degree or another, depending on the length. And it's going to provide support and resistance at certain points, and other points will be a little messier. and it's just purely because of the reversion to the mean dynamic. The market always is going to revert to a mean, and so there is no magic number here. So basically, my trading approach is very unmystical, very concrete, very practical, very objective. Hey, I trade to make money. You know, for me it's a business. So I'm not really all that interested in ancient Phoenician numerology or, you know, square roots and all that kind of stuff. To me, I'm looking for energy. I want to see not what the market might be doing 10 years from now and forecast into the future. I want to see what's happening right now and get on the side of the probabilities. And it works very, very well, just to keep things very simple and practical. And, you know, business is very practical. You got to look at your numbers, your profit, your losses, your expenses, your income. And trading is very much like that. And so we use a few tools that put us on the right side of the energy of the moment, and then we manage our money from that point out. And moving averages are a part of that. So again, for new traders, a quick little introduction to moving averages. As a review, they provide two things for us. Number one, they are a general trending indicator that just gives you the smoothed big picture of which direction the market's moving in. And the second function is dynamic support resistance. As far as magical numbers and spending 3 weeks trying to find the best number, or whether you should use weighted, exponential, triangulated, there's all kinds of fancy ones that they have out there. It's just really not worth it. They're all going to basically give you the same kind of dynamic. Sometimes they'll work great, other times less well, and another one would have worked better. So the key is choose ones you like. I do recommend on daily charts you have the 50 and the 200, simply because institutions use those numbers, so the market responds to those levels very well. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy is all that is. But it's important to have those levels on your chart, and then put one or two other little faster ones on there as well. And then just stick to those and get to be familiar with how the markets move across those same moving averages, because if you change your moving average lengths all the time, you will never get accustomed. Your eye will never get used to seeing the same structure over and over and over, and you need that repetition of the same structure with the same numbers. That's it for this lesson. Hope you enjoyed it.